Guys, my name is Kiki and today I'm going to show you how I batch prep all of my starches for the week. It makes meals quick and easy and they don't require much thought when you're ready to go in advance like this. So I'm going to show you how to prep steel cut oats, potatoes, beans, brown and white rice, and even pasta to make life easier. So stick with me and I'll show you how I get it done. Okay guys, so for the steel cut oats, I just simply poured the whole bag into this big bowl I have and I cover them with a decent amount of water because they're going to soak it up overnight. And I do this just so that it's easier to cook. It just cooks up so much faster if you do this. So I just cover it with a towel and then tomorrow morning I will come back and I'll show you what I do. It's morning and I'm just going to give my oats a nice rinse. I've transferred it to a big pot and I've covered it with about an inch of water. I'm just going to turn it on high and let it cook. It takes about 15-20 minutes until the water gets soaked up a bit more and the grains are nice and soft. Again, you can add more water if it needs more water or keep cooking it if there's too much water. It's up to you guys. Are done cooking and I'm going to let these cool and then I put it in just a big Tupperware container and keep it in the fridge. All the liquid is going to get soaked up as it sits in the fridge, but then I like to add Trader Joe's coconut milk to it and fruit, and I'll show you guys how that all comes together. So I'm going to show you how I get the beans ready. Now, I like to soak them the night before if I think about it, but if you forget or you just want to skip this step, you totally can. About 4 cups of beans seems to be good for our family of 4 for the week. And these are just dry pinto beans. They're our favorite, but I'll cook up pinto beans one week and black beans the next week. And if you're going to soak them, you just want to cover them with a lot of water, because they're gonna soak all that up. Yeah, so you leave that overnight and then I'll show you what I do next. Hey guys, so the beans have soaked overnight and I like to soak them because they cook up a little bit faster and it just reduces the phytic acid so you don't have as much gas. But again, sometimes I skip this step and you can skip this step as well. So I'm just gonna give them a rinse and then move them over to the crock pot. Guys, so I've added the beans to the crock pot and covered them with a couple inches of water. I've also added a tablespoon of garlic powder and half a tablespoon of onion powder. I like to let them cook all day, about 10 hours on high if possible. Also, it's a really good time to have it just cook overnight and then they're ready in the morning and you can prep your lunches and everything. So I'm going to put the lid on and let those go. So my beans are all done cooking. They've been cooking for about 10 hours and they are nice and soft. See how soft they are, and that's how we love them. They're so good and creamy that way. And if you have a lot of liquid, just, you know, spoon it off or cup it off because you don't want to have too much. And then I'm going to show you guys my secret ingredient because everybody always loves my beans and the flavor they have, and this is it. It's this all-natural vegetable stock, and you can also get these in the health food stores. They're just a lot more expensive. This one just comes from the regular grocery store, and I put in only 1 tablespoon in this whole thing. We don't eat a lot of salt anymore these days, so if you need more salt or more of the salty flavor, put it in there. But this vegetable stock completely changes the flavor of your beans. It's really worth it. Alright, so I'm going to let this cool off and then I will get it put into containers that will go in the fridge and the freezer for the week. So now I'm getting the potatoes ready to put in the oven. I'm just going to give them all a quick stab so they don't explode. I've actually had them explode in the oven before, so I do poke them now. I already poked these ones. I don't peel the sweet potatoes because after they bake and sit in a bag, the peel comes off really easy, and I like to cut them in coins and roast them again before I eat them. They come out really delicious that way. I do wash these guys because I'm going to eat them with the skin on because I'm too lazy to peel them. So yeah, so you just poke them and then roast them at 425. And I'll probably check these little guys in about 40 minutes. But otherwise, I let them go for like an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Hey guys, so the potatoes are done. I let them all cook for about an hour. You just want them to be able to pierce easily like that, not too soft and not too hard, because then what I like to do is once these are cooled, I put them in a big bag and then keep them in the fridge. And then every day I will pulse them out, slice them up into fries, and the sweet potatoes I love to cut into like thicker coins, and I'll pop them back in the oven at 425 and roast them, and they come out so good. They are amazing the second time roasted, and they only have to roast for about 20 minutes the second time. So for my rice, I am a proud new owner of an Instapot, so this is the easiest way I know how to do it. If you don't have an Instapot, don't worry, just follow the directions on the back of the rice bag and do it on the stove. Just make a big batch so you don't have to do it again. But if you can get your hands on an Instapot, it's the easiest way to cook. I just hit rice and it does its thing. My pasta, I do cook this in advance. You don't have to. I just like to have everything ready to go in the fridge for when I need it and I can just pull it out. I love this brand of pasta because it's really light. It's whole grain and it doesn't taste like whole grain. So once you drain your pasta, make sure you rinse it really well. That way it won't stick when you go to put it in the refrigerator and then pull it out. And that's it. I'm going to put it in a container and let it cool, and then I'll show you guys everything that I got put together. Okay guys, so that's it. That's everything prepped and pulled together. As you can see, it was really simple, basic. It just takes a little bit of time. So when you're at home, you've got laundry to do or other chores, you can get everything going. That way you're prepped and ready for the week, and it's really easy to grab something to eat and make good choices. Stick with me, hit subscribe and like. I'm going to continue to document my journey of how I lost 40 pounds in 11 months without thinking about it, without calorie restriction or measuring a thing. I just eat until I am full and satisfied. Thanks guys. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Plantiful Kiki and Facebook at Plantiful Kiki as well.